Navigating through the maze of business taxes can be complex and confusing. When you start a business, people offer tons of recommendations and advice on what you should do about your business. This video will give you the rules from the IRS to properly understand the basics of business and how it relates to taxes. Step 1. What is an entity type? Entity type refers to the legal structure or form a company takes, such as a sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, or LLC, which determines its rights, liabilities, and taxation. So what are the entity types? The basic entity types are sole proprietor, limited liability company, partnership, and corporation. Once you've picked your entity type, it's your responsibility to keep up your business, standing with your state, and file your taxes for your business. Now that you've picked your entity type, what tax classification is associated with it? By default, a sole proprietor is taxed as a sole proprietor, which means they file a Schedule C to report earnings for the year. A single-member limited liability company by default will also be taxed as a sole proprietor and be responsible for filing a Schedule C. If you have a multi-member limited liability company or are a partnership, you are taxed as a partnership by default and need to file a 1065. If you are a corporation, you will need to file a 1120 or 1120S if the entity is an S-Corp. If you initially wanted a specific business type for the tax election but have different tax needs in the future, you are allowed to keep your business type but elect to be taxed differently. Sole proprietors are never allowed to change their election type. A single-member LLC is allowed to change their election to file as a S-Corp or a C-Corp. A multi-member LLC is allowed to change their election to a S-Corp or a C-Corp. A corporation is allowed to change election to S-Corp or partnership. This is just a quick summary to help guide you on the basics on business types and tax requirements. Check out our full Learning Academy for more information and in-depth education on corporate taxes.